So you got a foot fetish or something? Because this is about the third time you done took my feet out.
No, I just appreciate feet. You know, I just know they carry your life, your soul, your heart. Yeah, it's important to take care of them.
You study that?
No.
Could have fooled me.
Yeah, Karen asked the question a lot of people have been asking, especially like the second time that Aaron massaged her feet. First was at the restaurant on their first date. Second time, if I'm not mistaken, this was kind of in the later stages of season 2, right before Aaron had caught Zach and Karen going at it in her office, because I do think he stopped by the salon. This was at a time where Karen was super horny because she had been celibate due to Aaron and his religion. And as a result, you know, that could be one of the contributing factors as to why she was so susceptible to, fall towards Zach's advances. Because I know you want to hate me when I say it, but go back to that scene. Zach was the one who initiated that session, that makeout session, which turned into sex. He was the one that locked lips with her first, because he was pleading with her to believe that he did not steal her credit card. And this was after he had gotten out of jail thanks to Fatima. But right before Zach had come over, Karen was stressed out. Aaron went back there, massaged her feet and was like, hey, you know what? Tonight I'll come over for, I'll bring takeout, your favorite Chinese food. We'll watch a movie, talk, and maybe, I think I'm ready. In regards to having sex, he was probably going to break his vow of celibacy in order to have sex with Karen then and there. But again, Zach came in, old familiar, and the fact that she was still horny, that led to them having sex. But going to this recent episode, Karen's like, what, you got a foot fetish or something? This is the third time you done took my feet out. And he's like, no, basically you got to take care of your feet because, they carry you through life. They carry your soul. They carry your heart. You got to take care of them. And, like Karen was suspecting what? So do you study this stuff? No. So what? So what's going on? Is this your tactic? Is this your way to get women to warm up to you? Well, is it working? Feels good. And as someone who has massaged a few feet myself, yeah, it does work. Women literally unwind when you do that. Now, I'm pretty good at full body massages. It's something that I never studied myself, but it is very handy when the situation occurs. But it's kind of funny because I remember way back when I saw either a meme trending and my roommate shared it at the time. We were living together back in Lynchburg. He's like, yo, do you see this ridiculous this funny thing? It's like, do you think we were talking about the Brandy Cinderella movie, and it's like, okay, I understand the fairy tale, Prince Charming tries on the slipper of every maiden in the kingdom, but when you look at the Roger and Hammerstein's version of it, it's like Cinderella or the mystery girl at the ball was clearly African American. You ain't gotta try it on everybody's foot. And it's kind of like the joke was like, do you think that Prince Charming has a foot fetish or something like that? Because he would willingly do something like that. But regardless, when I think of Aaron, no, I mean, I looked it up, and reflexology is actually pretty damn relaxing due to the fact that there are so many pressure points in the feet that are connected to damn near every part of the body. And I just looked up some random, numbers. I just went online to see, what's going on with that. Most women enjoy a foot massage. I mean, there are those who don't like their feet touched whatsoever. There are those who don't mind a massage, but they are creeped out by guys who have a fetish for feet. But, I've gotten several massages in Lynchburg. Like back in the, when I was living in the apartment, I would get a massage like maybe once a month, depending, and it was really relaxing for me. This is from when I first got self-employed, because I did get a massage every now and then when I was in the call center, but when I was working for myself, that's stressful, and it's just such a relief. And then you look at Karen, who works in a salon. She's usually on her feet most of the day. This is a good way to, relax her. And keep in mind, when you think about it, almost every time Erin has done this, this has been a Karen is finally in a, relaxed position. And she talks about her feelings. For example, her telling Erin that she's pregnant. Now, to be honest, that could be one or two things here. Number one, the foot massage worked. It literally got her to open up and reveal what she wanted to tell him. Because remember, hey, I got to talk to you. Let me come over to where you are at the basketball court. Oops, there are too many people. Let's go to my place. And I'll tell you what I need to tell you. Okay, we skip all that stuff on screen and we get to the next morning. Erin's like, wait, isn't there something you wanted to tell me? I'm just not there yet. I'll tell you eventually. But then out of the blue, she just randomly drops, I'm pregnant. Part of me wonders, did she purposely just do that for the sake of testing his limits? Because during the foot rub, she was saying, how are you so sweet? I'm not sweet. Why do you want to see my limits so bad? I have limits. I feel like this was kind of a test in a way. Because, that was a major bomb that was dropped. Erin pulled off her boot and dropped it to the floor, but this was just like a nuke that she just dropped on him. And it's funny to me when you think about it, because in the back office, this is where Karen told Zach she was pregnant, and now she's telling Erin she's pregnant. And it's funny to me how people point out, and rightfully so, because even Pam said, isn't it weird that he constantly sends flowers and just casually walks into the place that his ex-wife committed suicide? And now you have him in the back office where he caught Zach and Karen getting it on like it's nothing. Is he like trying to create new memories for Karen? It's like, yeah, I know you and Zach had a moment in here, but let me go ahead and, relieve you with a foot rub so you can, remember this feeling. Or, oh, I know that my wife killed herself in front of you, so let me just send these flowers every week. That way you have something beautiful to look at each time you come in. I know this hasn't been confirmed, like what day of the week it was when Fawn killed herself, but could you imagine if Erin sent flowers the same day each week to the salon, and that same day just happened to be the day that his wife died? Whew, that would be messed up. But I just want to know why Karen wants to see that bad side so badly. Just like, she said, well, before you can truly open up or get to know someone, you need to see all sides of them. Like, I remember that meme that's been going around for years. Put somebody on slow internet connection to see who they really are. Trust and believe, to see if people flip out or if they're patient. And that's so true. I feel like the same thing with Erin. We saw, a bunch of his bad side going back to season 1, when he was trying to get his wife to sign the divorce papers in Andy's office. Like, that Erin was a beast. Like, he was a monster. Is that what Karen wants? I just feel like Karen is so used to drama and fighting. That's why, number one, I don't think that it's just Fatima being the reason that she's mad at Zach for moving on. I just think that it's the fact that Zach realizes he deserves better and he doesn't want to be part of this toxic cycle anymore because, like he said, we're not good for each other. And when you look at season 1, even though Karen and Zach had some sweet moments, 9 times out of 10, they didn't even last 24 hours without getting into a fight again. And, it's easy to admit or see that, when you've been running the same race for like 3 years with somebody and they decide to partner up with somebody else, you can be in your feelings about it. But it's another thing to recognize that Zach realizes they were toxic to each other. I hurt you, you hurt me, and we just keep hurting each other. It's not a good thing. We just need to move on. And is she trying to recreate that same kind of thing with Erin? Or is she literally just trying to see who he really is behind the nice guy facade that Karen thinks he's putting on? But regardless, I think the fact that Erin is just a stand-up guy, the fact that is it wrong to take care of a woman? Just like when Preston came to the salon to offer to pay Tanya's hair, the cost for her hairdo. Karen was like, oh, why? It's like, are you rich or something? No, I just, wanted to see if she wanted me to pay for it. That's all. And then when he came back with Tanya to get her hair done, are you just here to make Danny jealous? No, she just needed to get her hair done because her hair got wet. Karen, not every guy you interact with has an agenda. Not every guy starts drama or lives off of drama just like you. Going to Andy and Gary. I was actually rooting for Gary a little bit in season 3, you know, when he was getting therapy and whatnot, because his therapist, believe it or not, despite her tactics, which I wouldn't mind her performing on me, she was right, because everything she said about Andy was true. The fact that she thrives off the drama. Go back to season 1. She even told Karen, I think, that she found it kind of sexy when Gary gets all jealous like that, and that's when he's an asshole. Andy would just lash out at Gary starting shit for no reason. He would be just sitting there, you know, on the couch or at the island or the counter in the kitchen on his phone, and she would just come from work throwing a fit to see if he can react. And the madder she got, it was a result of Gary keeping his cool. Karen is the exact same way. She just wants to start some shit. So, yeah, again, Aaron confirmed he doesn't have a foot fetish. He just realizes taking care of your feet is important. Not to mention, it's not a foot fetish to have a guy who says, I like a girl who, you know, keeps herself together, her nails, her feet, you know, her hair, just, hey, it's just like a preference. But regardless, yeah, I just think Aaron was doing it to take care of Karen. She's not used to being pampered like this. I mean, that's probably why with Zach, she only remembers the good times, because they were so rare and few and far between where he would do selfless acts of love that she remembered. But like Danny said, remember all the bad stuff too. So there you go. But that's all I have to say for this particular video. Do you think Aaron has a foot fetish, even though he said he doesn't? Do you think he has a hidden agenda? What does his bad side really look like? And does Karen really want to see it? And even if she does, will she even want to be with him? Kind of in the same video, or the same idea of the video I did about why would Sabrina even go out on a date with Calvin again after he showed his behind in that restaurant. And he literally said, if I get disrespected, I'm going to do that every time, even if you aren't around. So, oh well. But hit the thumbs up button to show you like the video. Hit subscribe, folks. We are less than 250 people away from 200,000 subscribers on the channel. Hit the bell icon and select all. That way you don't miss out when I post content on this channel. And if you would like to donate, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App.